sweating so much. Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. So this video for me has been very long overdue. I have had what I'm about to test out today for a really long time and I've just not had time to be able to film it. So I'm very excited to be doing this today. Today I'm going to be testing out, you're going to have no idea what this is from the box. Now, ordinary products have been really popular in the last couple of months / years. They're known for their very simple skincare, very simple packaging, and putting all their money on the actual ingredients and the products, which I think is fantastic. I've heard really great reviews. I bought this little set thing from QVC, so I have a feeling it's an hydrochloric acid, it's a primer, and there's two foundations for £18.50, which I think is just absolutely incredible for all those products. So we're gonna open it up today and have a little look inside. I've got a feeling the foundations are gonna be very, very small considering the price, but we shall see. I know that the Ordinary is very good value for money. So we are in. This actually looks like quite a lot of stuff considering the amount of money I paid for it. So we have the silicone primer, which I've not really heard much about, so I'm really interested to try this. We have the hydrochloric acid, which I'm obviously not going to try today. And then we have the two foundations. So it's the serum foundation and the coverage foundation. Today I think I'm going to try out the coverage foundation because that's the one I'm most intrigued about. I have a feeling the serum's going to be a lot more sheer and lightweight. It literally says on the tin, lightweight and high coverage. I kind of guessed my shade range. I went for the number 2, so number 2 neutral, so hopefully that's going to work for me. I'm fairly fair-skinned at the moment. That's not a bad amount of product for £18.50, I don't think. I really actually like the packaging. It just looks very classic, and yeah, the packaging is exactly as what they say. It's very basic. We're going to try the silicone primer today as well. Just so you're aware, you get 30ml of the primer and you get 30ml of the foundation as well. So yeah, it's not a huge amount of product. So it says on the primer that it's a high adherence, blurring surface, smoother and primer, which is exactly the kind of primers that I normally go for. I like to have kind of the pore filling, smoothing primers rather than the glowing ones, just because I've got a lot of oil naturally in my skin anyway. Cool, so I'm just going to take a tiny little amount onto my fingers. Kind of comes out like a cream. Gently rub that all over my face. So it's definitely not, it doesn't feel pore filling like say the Porefessional. This is a little bit more greasy feeling, which is not really normally my thing. I'm not completely loving that. It does feel a bit greasy. I think primers you can only tell once you put the foundation on, so I'm just gonna let that sink in for 30 seconds. Okay, so now I've given it kind of like 30 seconds to sink into my skin. It does actually feel quite nice. It's definitely not as oily as it felt when I first put it on. It feels okay. I think because the Ordinary is predominantly a skincare brand, I feel like these products should be fairly good for you and should be feeding your skin lots of moisture, so far it's okay. I'm going to take the foundation. This is the obviously high coverage foundation, and I am going to apply it with a little beauty sponge. So I'm just going to kind of do what I normally do, which is squirt a little bit onto my fingers, dot it around my face and then blend it in with the sponge. That kind of looks like my colour. So we're just going to see how it looks with a small amount and then we're going to build it up after that. I do think the colour's just a shade too dark for me at the moment. I'm very pale at the moment, obviously coming out of winter here in the UK, so I haven't got the greatest tan, but I feel like in summer this would probably match me a little bit better. It actually doesn't look too bad on camera, but in real life it's quite dark. It's blending out very easily. What I would say is it's definitely got a sheen to it. It's not like a matte finish foundation. Definitely kind of has that, I don't want to say greasy, but almost kind of greasy finish. A satin finish. If I was on a night out or I was on holiday or something, this would be the perfect colour, but as you can see, it's a little bit too oompa loompery for me. So I'm just gonna blend a little bit down my neck. So this is my skin after one coat of the foundation. It's looking pretty good. It's quite glowy, which I like. It's not completely covered any blemishes or anything like that. As you can see, there is some kind of blemishy bits down here and on my forehead that is still poking through. I quite like it, to be fair. It's like that glowy kind of natural look. I'm going to try with another layer of foundation and see if the coverage is any different. First thing I've noticed on the second layer is 2 coats makes such a difference. This has completely transformed from quite a light sheer foundation to a completely full coverage foundation. Like, it's completely covered up those blemishes that I just said about. I actually am really, really impressed with this foundation. Like, I think this makes my skin look really good. I've not really had a foundation where I've been like, wow, since the NARS Sheer Glow. I am really slightly impressed with how nice this makes my skin look. And now I've blended it down my neck, it doesn't look too crazy against my skin either. Oh, I am very, very much liking this. So I am gonna just put some concealer on just to see if the concealer blends in okay with the foundation. I'm just gonna take this one from Natural Collection. It is the Lasting Perfection Concealer in the shade 1. It's a really light concealer, so this is gonna look a little bit crazy against this foundation, but it might kind of brighten up the foundation a little bit. So I'm just gonna blend that in with a beauty blender and see how it works with the foundation. Okay, I don't wanna speak too soon, but I'm kind of feeling like I found my new favorite foundation. Like, look at my skin. It feels luminous and everything is covered up, like all my blemishes are covered up, but not in a really cakey, unnatural way, just in a like, this is what my natural skin looks like. Absolutely no problems with blending in the concealer to the foundation. And this is a very cheap concealer as well, so if you're ever gonna have a problem with concealer, it would be something like this. Okay, I'm absolutely loving how my skin is looking at the moment. Wowza! Now I've put the concealer on, the foundation does not look too dark at all. If anything, it actually matches me quite well. Woo! I like it. Okay, so I'm just going to continue with my normal skin makeup routine and just see how the foundation goes. So I'm just going to bake with the Primark rice powder. Oh god. No! So I just dropped all of my baking powder on my floor, which is... I'm just going to dust off my bake. Oh, looks perfect with powder on top too. I'm just powdering with my Laura Geller powder on top of that. Y'all know I love all my face powders. Contour. Bronze up with my Kiko bronzer in Warm Melange. Blusher is Milani in Luminoso. And for highlights, I'm going to take my all-time favourite. It's the Becca highlighter in Opal. Okay, so I quickly went off and just chucked on the rest of my makeup. I just did like a little brown eye thing, and I cannot believe how much I like this foundation. It's actually ridiculous. I was not coming into this thinking that I would find my new favourite foundation, and I actually do feel like I have, which I think is so hard to come by, to find that absolutely perfect foundation for your skin. So I am in love with this. I think this would suit so many types of skin, even if you're oily skinned, you're dry skinned, combination. I'm definitely an oily to a combination skin, and I think it's absolutely perfect. The only thing is I wouldn't just leave the foundation and not powder, but I never in my life have just left a foundation and not powdered because I am very oily skinned. So yeah, I am absolutely incredibly impressed. I can't believe how good it was, and for the price, it is insane. And the colour worked out pretty okay. Like, it doesn't look too off my skin tone. So yeah, I'm absolutely in love with this. I cannot believe how good it is. I can't wait to try out the serum foundation as well. If any of you guys have tried it out, let me know down below if you like it. If you want to see me test it out on this channel, then please just let me know down below. And yeah, I am really, really, really happy now. I'm in such a good mood. I feel like I need to go out and do something. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, then please give it a little thumbs up. If you're not yet subscribed, then please subscribe to my YouTube channel. We're trying to get it to 1,000 subscribers before the end of March, and I think we can do it, and I would really, really appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. You are literally so amazing, and I can't wait to see you in the next one.